What is going on, guys? My name is Deezo and welcome back to a brand new video here in MLB The Show 20 in the Arizona Diamondbacks franchise. So taking a quick look at some awards before we get into some stuff. Mike Trout, Chris Bryant going to be your AL and NL MVPs. Max Scherzer going to be taking home that Cy Young Award for the National League. And of course, the American League winner going to be Justin Verlander with a 2.81 ERA, 22-4 win-loss record, and 116 Ks. Not too shabby. Wins the award for a second time. Now, I'm going to let these kind of run in the background for those of you who really want to check out all of the awards, but I wanted to kind of get into our wildcard game. And I wanted this wildcard game to be special, and I wanted this wildcard game to be different than some of the other videos that we have put out. And doing so, I wanted to make sure I ran as many of the cutscenes or clips as humanly possible, and it made it to about a 2-hour video that I rendered out of Elgato and then saved because everything looked good when it rendered out, but it was not good because the file that actually rendered out was only 42 minutes long, which means I lost everything since the 5th inning. So what I do have for you guys is some highlights of the wildcard game, and then I'll show you where it kind of cut out, and then I'll show you what is going on with the Diamondbacks franchise going forward, and if we are going to be able to make it to the NLDS against the Dodgers, who are patiently waiting to see if they can take us down one more time. But we're not going to let that happen. We got to ride the highs of the end of the season. We got to ride some Robbie Ray action, some Mad Bum, and hopefully our offense will come around, because I feel like our offense has been struggling all season long. We've had guys like Ketel Marte who have done well. We have guys like David Peralta, who actually finished the season with the best batting average on the team. Kind of an under the radar there with, obviously Ketel Marte going to the All-Star game and winning the Home Run Derby. And we bring in Jorge Soler, and we've been highlighting what he's been doing since the trade. But honestly, David Peralta has been doing just as well, if not better, from a consistency standpoint all season long for the Diamondbacks. Now, obviously, there are other guys in the lineup who have not really been as crucial to our success. And you've seen the catcher position all season long kind of been this rotating door, as well as what are we going to do with shortstop? What are we going to do at first base with Christian Walker? Is he going to be somebody that we want to keep around next season? But I think a lot of the second half stats, and then obviously depending on what happens here in the offseason, is going to go into, or the postseason, is going to be what will be the deciding factor as we move to the offseason, and what are we going to do with this franchise moving forward. Now, it's enough talking about what we have currently going on. I want to go ahead and make sure we are able to get ourselves into some post-season action. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Here we go. 2020 NL Wildcard game here at Chase Field. Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Washington Nationals. This is obviously a team that won the World Series last year, and a team that was second in the NL East division, and they've been carried by this guy, the Cy Young Award winner Max Scherzer, and then obviously we've got our guy Madison Bumgarner, who has been wishy-washy at best. Early in the season he was pretty well, he just didn't necessarily have the runs behind him. So we're going to start this out with Trey Turner on an 0-2 count. Mad Bum going to get him with the cutter, and that's going to be Mad Bum's first strikeout of the day. Next up, Adam Eaton on a 2-2 count, and that's going to be popped up, and Eduardo Escobar is going to call for that, and that'll be out number 2 here in the first inning. Trying to keep the pitch count pretty low for Mad Bum. And here is Juan Soto, gets the cutter on the outside called as a ball. Makes a little jig in front of Madison Bumgarner. Bumgarner going to shake that off, and we'll see what he has here on a 2-ball, 1-strike count. And that's going to be popped up, that cut fastball down in the zone, lifted into right field. Jorge Soler is going to be there for out number 3, so that will do it for the Nationals in the top half. Here is Max Scherzer, 33 starts, 17-7 with a 4.26 ERA, 254 Ks on the season. Now, what you have to do with a guy like Max Scherzer is wait him out. And here is Ketel Marte on a 1-1. Decides to not wait him out, but he's going to take that changeup into center field, and that will just be getting down for a base hit. You want to make sure that you are making Max work as much as possible, and if you throw something juicy, you got to make content, you got to put it in play. So here is Starling Marte on an 0-1 count. That's going to be a fastball down and out, and a leaping grab does not come up with the ball, and here we go. Ketel Marte going to round third. He is being waved home. The throw is not in time, a little bit up the line, and Ketel Marte with the speed is going to be scoring, and Starling Marte gets himself a postseason double, something we've seen him do in the regular season all too often. He's going to be somebody we want to continue to watch throughout the remainder of this game, and hopefully he's going to be someone who can stick around for the Diamondbacks for a while to come. Carson Kelly now here in the bottom of the second with one runner on second base. Carson Kelly, part of that revolving door at catcher that we've been talking about all season long. He has come up clutch when he needs to, and he's going to take a 79-mile-an-hour curveball left right down the pike, and this ball is crushed off Max Scherzer. Unbelievable. Carson Kelly, not exactly known as a power guy, not exactly somebody you expect to be getting runs in the postseason from, but if these Diamondbacks want to make it to the next level, if they want to go to the NLDS and they want a shot at taking down the Dodgers, this is the kind of run production you need. You need those bottom of the lineup guys to be producing, and this was an absolute moonshot from a guy who, quite frankly, I didn't think he had it in him to be doing it like that in the postseason. Speaking of guys who don't know what they're going to do in the postseason, Nick Ahmed batting 8th in this one. That's going to be another curveball left in a very similar position on an 0-1 count, and the Diamondbacks go back to back off of the Cy Young Award winner Max Scherzer and Nick Ahmed. I mean, if you would have told me Carson Kelly and Nick Ahmed would go back-to-back against Scherzer, I would have laughed at you. But here we are, another bomb for the Diamondbacks. We are up 4-0. We're going to jump to the top of the third just to check in on how Mad Bum has been doing. He's going to go ahead and K his opposite number in Scherzer. That's his third K of the day. Trey Turner now on a 2-2 count with 2 outs. That's going to be a cutter on the inside, and down goes Turner. Here we go, bottom of the third for the Diamondbacks, and it's Starling Marte again. This ball is absolutely cranked and off the foul pole in left field, 403 feet. I think by this point, Scherzer was just so rattled from giving up back-to-back home runs that he was not really in it anymore at this point. And that's one of those things you have to do. If you get a shot, you got to make sure you take it. It's something that the Diamondbacks really were not able to do all season long. And there we go. That's where the game cut off. That is the end. But we do go on to win that game. But as I was saying, against Max Scherzer and against guys like Walker Buehler, something that you need to do is obviously wait for your pitches. It's something that we have been struggling with, especially in the lower part of the lineup. Maybe it's a confidence issue. Maybe it's thinking that, hey, these are not going to be guys who are going to be able to produce. But here in the postseason, we just saw that if you do take your time and you do time up your swings and you're able to make contact on those balls, then obviously you're going to be able to put some runs on the board. Now we have Robbie Ray. We've seen what he's been doing in the latter part of the season after the All-Star break. He is one of those guys who I honestly thought was going to be in the top 3 for the Cy Young Award, just looking at his overall record and his ERA. But unfortunately, he was not. But here we go. Walker Buehler versus Robbie Ray in the NLDS. I'm pretty excited. This is a retribution series for the Diamondbacks. This is what we have been playing for. This is what we want. The series, the videos are going to go 2 to 1 if we get to 5. So episode number 18 is going to be games 1 and 2. And then I'll do games 3 and 4 in a separate video. If we need 5, it'll be its own standalone video, nice and long, to really ramp up the excitement and the hype for the NLDS. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe for some more Arizona Diamondbacks content here on MLB The Show 22. Be on the lookout, guys, for the MLB The Show 21 franchise reveal trailer. That is coming up because we obviously now cannot bring our Diamondbacks to the show 21. So I guess we can either continue to play the show 20 with the Arizona Diamondbacks, or we can jump to MLB The Show 21 with a new franchise. So I think that's what we're going to end up doing. So that reveal trailer is going to be coming up very soon as well. So stay hyped for that. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. You guys know what to do. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys later.